I look very much forward to being your president.
This week, we elected a brand new president. And while a lot of bold claims were made on the campaign trail, it's important to remember that the new president, like all presidents before him, is not able to act alone when it comes to making new laws, or waging war, or building walls along the border. And that's by design. See, when the Founding Fathers designed this country, they had just fought for independence from a king. And they knew they did not want to establish another government ruled by a king. Instead, their main goal was to set up a government that did not allow one person to have too much control. With this in mind, the framers wrote the Constitution to provide for a separation of powers, or 3 separate branches of government. Each has its own responsibilities, and at the same time, they work together to make the country run smoothly and to assure that the rights of citizens are not ignored. The legislative branch is also called Congress. That's the branch that makes laws. Congress is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Many people think this is the most important branch because the Founding Fathers wrote this branch into the Constitution first. The judicial branch evaluates laws and is made up of the Supreme Court and other federal courts. The Supreme Court is the highest court in our country, and they settle disputes that the state courts can't decide, and they determine if laws are constitutional or allowed by the Constitution. Finally, the executive branch carries out laws. This is where the president fits in, along with his vice president and his cabinet. The president is the head of state, head of the U.S. government, and the commander-in-chief of the U.S. military. So he is very powerful. But the branches of government ensure a system of checks and balances. A branch may use its powers to check the powers of the other 2 in order to maintain a balance of power among the 3 branches of government. For example, the president may veto or reject a law passed by Congress, but Congress can override that veto with a vote of 2/3 of both houses. It might make it harder to get things done, but our system of checks and balances ensures that many different groups of people have to put their stamp of approval on new laws, appointments, or actions. As they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Started laughing way too quick after that.